Hello everybody and welcome to an intro of our upcoming LP. So this isn't part one, but I kind of wanted to just have an intro where I describe not their dynamics, because I'm going to let that happen naturally, but just the personalities of the family that we're going to be playing with. I'm using face cam. You guys let me know if you enjoy. Hopefully we don't have any technical difficulties this time. This is the Garcia family. This is their house. We're here in, I forget which neighborhood this is called. I don't know if this is the Sleepy Suburbs, but it's fun because we live right next to this park with the statue. And here's a look of our neighborhood in the world. It's cool. The houses look really cohesive and similar. I wish we had more lots. I feel like something that we needed in the world was a house lot, like an ocean lot, like how they are in Sulani, where you can build a house over an ocean part, and also a apartment complex, because we already have the technology. It's like, why not? But I understand there's probably like a certain amount of lots that you can put. But here's their house, and before we dive into anything, before I forget, I'm gonna go into the gallery and I'm gonna show you guys the house that we're using. So this is the house I'm using. Now, I did a lot of alterations, so it's literally only the layout that I kept, and I changed the positioning of the yard and made it more of like a side yard, because that's how you have to. I noticed that a lot of the lots in San Sequoia are more horizontal and less like vertical, so there's not a lot of backyards. It's more like side yards, but we have a little bit of a backyard and a little bit of a side yard. So this is made by Nomad Ashby and I took the base of the house kind of and then furnished it all myself and everything. So I did change a lot about it, but that's the base house if you're wondering. We have the front of the house. There's a lot of flowers and stuff. I would imagine that Lorenzo's mother, Talia, would really enjoy having like flowers and just keeping the house kind of well kept looking. So over here we have a door to our side yard, and this will be our future tree house. We'll wait until we have kids and stuff like that to get into that. And then I just set down a little telescope here, trying to put it where the trees wouldn't block it, because we have a lot of trees around our house. And then I put in a swing set. There's not really any kids stuff because I mean they don't have kids. So and here's some gardening stuff for Talia to kind of get into. And then we have a barbecue and a table right here. It's simple for now. I imagine like as our family grows, we'll really utilize the backyard and the outdoor space. So let me see if I can give you guys a house tour moment. So I'm gonna go into tab mode. And as we come into the front door, you're gonna see, this camera is slow, but you're gonna see the entrance walkway. So there's a plant next to the door, a little temperature controller, thermostat, just a hook, and some bags. And for this house, it's not as aesthetically pleasing as like a CC house, but I was trying to make it realistic because not everybody has like perfect houses, but it just looks like a home. So over here we have just our entryway. There's a side table with a plant, some umbrellas, 2 more doors. But if you look to your left, we have the living room. It's just the couch that came with the pack, and I'm pretty sure this rug is from Dream Home Decorator. Some board games, the shelves, and it looks like Lorenzo and his mother are watching some weather news together. We have a little home phone and just a shelf over here, a lamp, a basket with some plants. I put the side table with a little smart speaker. I feel like we're gonna get more family photos and stuff as time goes on to fill up like some empty spaces on the wall, but we just have some phones, some keys, a plant, and this window seat. And then over here we have the kitchen slash dining area. So here's our kitchen. We have, of course, the granny's mother cookbook, because you guys know I'm a fan. And then we have the a tea maker, because I think Mara and Talia really like their tea. So we have our dining table. I just put a little orchid on there. I feel like an orchid is like a common house plant that a lot of people get. And we have a little mug collection and some mugs here and a kettle, because I just feel like they would be all about the tea. So let's go ahead and leave here. And then as you come into this right door, you have, this is Talia's room, Grandma Talia, because she is already a grandmother to Lorenzo's sister. She has a baby. So here's a window seat in her window as well. And I think I'm gonna change this rug because it doesn't really match, but I just lost my mind. You know, I was furnishing this house late at night, and we're gonna change that rug. So here's Talia's room. Her aspiration is Lady of the Knits, so she's definitely going to be knitting our future babies some onesies. We got to utilize that. And then down here and the bathroom was barely touched. Here we have like the laundry and just the bathroom, normal bathroom essentials. Changed it out for the new shower with the pack. Love the shower. Next room, I have an office. So Mara, she is a freelance artist, so she loves creating. She makes digital art mostly, so yeah, but she does get into painting as well. So this is kind of her office. But Lorenzo, you know, I haven't described the personalities yet, but he is a teacher, and this is just kind of the free stuff that his work has gave him. And Mara was like, you better not put that in my office, like it's gonna ruin my aesthetic. But Lorenzo was like, I don't have the heart to throw it away. So, you know, he kind of shoved his table and his teacher rewards into her office. And then when we come out, we gotta get into the upstairs. As you come upstairs, this is the entryway. Very simple entryway. We're gonna really customize the house, and it'll have more personality as like time goes on. But for right now, there's just this hallway rug and this monstera plant and this mirror. We can't see ourselves. So first door on the right of the stairs, we have Lorenzo and Mara's room. So their room is very blue, grayish, I guess light yellows. So they just have a mirror, their laundry basket. This is Mara's side table. This is Lorenzo. Lorenzo has his glasses. He does wear contacts. Just to watch, some regular clutter. And then over here we have the fireplace, their dresser, workout equipment. I put in a little keepsake box. And then in their bathroom, it's similar to the one downstairs. So they have just their towels, you know, a shaver. Mara's got some makeup, earrings, just a regular bathroom. And then when we get out of their room, we come down here, and it's another hallway bathroom. So yeah, this is more of a little guest bathroom. Over here we have a lot of empty rooms up here, so not a lot, but just 2 empty rooms. So we have this one, which I'm thinking about just putting in a little bed and converting it into a guest bedroom, like just in case. So here is another empty bedroom, because we needed room to grow in the house, you guys. We're gonna have some babies. So for the house, that's it. So let me get more into the introduction part and get into their personalities. Mara, her aspiration right now is super parent. You know, it may change. Mara's would probably be, I'm actually going to change it here, you guys. I'm going to change it to, but she doesn't really like painting real life. She does like painting. Okay, I'm going to leave it at painting extraordinaire. We're going to leave it at painting extraordinaire for now, you guys. Aspirations change around. Life goals change. So right now her aspiration is painter extraordinaire. And her job is a freelance artist. She's an electrified artist. And when it comes to Mara's personality, she's an art lover. You know, she likes her job. She loves art. She's neat. So Mara likes to just not really have any mess. She tries to keep her house as clean as possible, and to just be put together and stuff. I feel like she would probably also be a perfectionist too, but we don't have that trait slot open. So she's family oriented. She loves her parents. Mara doesn't come from a huge family. She was an only child. She has her mom and her dad, but that doesn't make her family any less important. Cool. So domestic Sims will see their familiar relationships grow stronger. we don't have any of our milestones achieved yet except for get a job. So Mara, I feel like she's kind of nervous to start a family, but her and Lorenzo have been debating it for a long time and talking about it for a long time, so she's ready to take that next step, but I feel like she is a little bit more nervous than Lorenzo. If you guys can see my cat peeking over, there she is. She can come for you guys. Just know that she's there and she'll give you that inviting energy into PurpleSims. But so yeah, this is Mara, and let me show you her family tree so we can talk a little bit more about her parents. So this is Marcus Roper, and he's married to Michelle Roper. So Mara's maiden name before Garcia was Roper, and her parents both were really successful in law, but they've always supported everything Mara does. Like, they just worked in law because they just wanted to take care of Mara and be able to provide Mara with whatever she wants and give her kind of that crutch to take risk if she wanted to. And she just found herself into art because her mother, you know, even though she was in law too, but her mother kind of looked at art as more of a hobby, and Mara would always see her mother painting and be really interested into it. Her mother is this is Michelle. She's very supportive. She is just there to help whatever she can, and she loves her daughter so much, so proud of her daughter. And then Marcus, he's kind of a goofball, and he's great with kids and all that stuff. He's gonna be great. I feel like he's gonna be a great grandpa. He's just a silly, supportive father, but we'll see what kind of dynamic their family changes into. So like I said, Mara is married to Lorenzo, and Lorenzo, he loves kids. I mean, he comes from a bigger family. He's loyal to the people in his life. He loves all the women in his life, his mother, his sister, Mara. He's a very protective guy. Like, he wants to take care of his family. So he's loyal, he's family oriented, he's self-assured, and he's a bookworm. So he loves knowledge and reading and all that stuff, which gets into his career. He's also domestic, same as Mara. So he's a bookworm, which gets into his career. He's a teacher, so he gets to work with kids. He loves his job. I'm gonna show you his family tree. So Talia is his mother, and then Lorenzo also has a sister named Gabriela, and she is married to Ruben Coe, and she has a little baby. This is baby Anissa. So yes, he has a little family set up there. I believe he has a father, but he just chose not to be in their lives, or he just wasn't a good father to him, and you know, Talia got out of that situation. But like I said, he's just loyal. He loves kids. Lorenzo is really excited to have kids. He wants to start popping out the babies, you know. Him and Mara have been married for a while, but he's respectful too. Like, he's respectful of Mara being nervous to have children and not exactly wanting children like first thing in their marriage. So he kind of understood that, and they've lived in this bigger house for a while. They lived in this house with plans to expand their family eventually, but they have been waiting for a while because Mara just kind of wanted to get into her career a little bit before starting all that, you know. They just met, you know, they went out to a bar, and they just ended up bumping into each other. I don't think either of them went to university, so they didn't meet in university or anything like that, but they kind of just clicked. Has his mother living with them. So this is Talia Garcia. So Talia, I mean, she is a grandmother through and through. She loves her kids. Her son is her pride and joy. She loves her daughter, but Lorenzo is her pride and joy. In her eyes, he can do no wrong. He is perfect. She loves Lorenzo, and she likes Mara too. I think she's one of those mothers that are like, nobody's good enough for my son, because she's lived with them and she's got an opportunity to kind of talk to Mara more, and she likes the way that Mara is. But she loves having family over. She loves cooking, and she loves knitting and growing flowers, some gardening. I don't think she pressured Lorenzo to, but I feel like she's definitely put in those comments there where she's like, hey, when are you gonna start trying for kids? Like, you just start trying for kids. Like, you have this big old house and you still haven't tried for any kids. You know, she knows that the time will come, and she's there. She's ready to help. She's excited to help. Her traits are perfectionist. She's proper, so she's also just a put together woman, and she likes to also keep the house kind of put together, so she kind of gets along with Mara in that aspect. Like, she appreciates Mara's neat traits, and she's a homemaker. Those with the homemaker trait prefer to stay at home and raise families. They learn parenting and home related skills quickly and easily, but are not well suited for any career. So she's not working any job. She's really just here to support and be there for her future grandchildren and spend time with her son. She's also family oriented. She loves her family. She's a muser, so musers get boosts to their skills when inspired. So I think because she's a perfectionist, she can get inspired by stuff. She loves to get into her little knitting hobbies and trying out baking and trying out new recipes. So I feel like she definitely would get into that. She has the Lady of the Knits aspiration. So yeah, she's just excited to be spending time with her son, and she's really happy that her son welcomed her into their home. And I think Mara also, I mean, she wasn't completely opposed to his mother moving in with them, but I mean, Lorenzo could see that Talia was kind of alone, you know, living on her own, and Lorenzo was like, why not just have her live with us? I mean, the only thing she'll do is help. She's always supported me, and she just wants to help out. And Mara's like, yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. So, you know, Mara's not really bothered by her staying. If anything, you know, it's a help, and she likes to get advice from Talia and stuff. Talia, you know, I feel like she would be like a wise woman. So that's kind of their dynamic. When it comes to Lorenzo's side of the family, his sister, she has a really good relationship with Mara. I would say maybe they would be like best friends. Even though she's a mother, she likes to get Mara out of her box. Like, she likes to go out and have fun and take time to herself, as well as take care of her baby. You know, she dressed her baby all in pink. She likes to just put on makeup and be dressed up. She's outgoing, and she was so happy like when Lorenzo found Mara and that he found somebody that he loved, and she's just kind of like there as a crush to Mara. Like, when Mara, any advice or relationship advice, like when Mara was nervous about having kids, you know, she could ask Gabriella, and Gabriella would give her that good advice. So Gabriella's she's a good friend. And then we have Ruben. Ruben, he's a constructor of computers, so he likes to work on computers. He's a little bit nerdy, but he loves Gabriella through and through. Definitely princess treatment energy. Like, he looks at Gabriella on a pedestal, like that is the love of his life, and he loves his daughter too. So that's a little bit about Ruben, and we'll see them more as we go on through the LP. So yeah, that's pretty much it for our little intro, you guys. You know, there wasn't gameplay. Part 1 is coming soon, and you guys are gonna get to see them, and we're gonna see how this family grows. You guys, if you guys haven't seen any other series, I have Harmon Legacies going on my channel as well. I mean, I write up my parts before, it's a little bit calculated. We're kind of starting from the ground up with Mila and stuff, so it's different in that aspect. Both LPs like have an opportunity to grow, and we're just gonna see where this LP takes us and how we start to love our families, and hopefully we start to love this family. That's my goal, you know. I want you guys to enjoy watching them, and for this just to be a really good LP, and that we get to really fully explore all the aspects of just core family. I wanted to start off the LP with a strong base, strong personalities, an environment that's ready to blossom and start having new bundle of joys. And thank you guys so much for watching this intro. Stay tuned for part 1. I'm really excited for this LP. We're gonna really explore this pack and have fun with it and get to know our family more. You know, we're still starting off here, so just seeing everybody support me and commenting and all that stuff, it's been really great. So thank you guys. Let me know if you guys enjoy the face cam, if you like it better with or without. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.